So does a degree define a leader? Well, that's the question. In fact, interestingly, the Aam Aadmi Party has launched posters against Prime Minister Modi in 11 languages across the country. But that's not all. While attacking the Prime Minister, Aam Aadmi Party has fired an Anpadh Jibe at the Prime Minister. In fact, Delhi Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal on Saturday, remember, had highlighted how Prime Minister Modi is the least educated Prime Minister in the history of India. And today you have Aam Aadmi Party's Mantri Gopal Rai repeating the question, saying that this is only a question, should the leader of the country be educated or not? Remember, there are also posters which ask, should India's Prime Minister be educated? These posters were put up anonymously. They did not have any accreditation, but they were interestingly put right outside the Aam Aadmi Party offices in Delhi. Now listen in to what their leaders are saying, defining the Prime Minister by his education.
10 अप्रैल को देश भर के जितने यूनिवर्सिटीज हैं, सभी विश्वविद्यालयों में ये पोस्टर कैंपेन चलाया जाएगा, जहां पर छात्रों के साथ मिल करके देश भर के अलग अलग राज्यों में जो प्रमुख विश्वविद्यालय हैं, वहां पर मोदी हटाओ और देश बचाओ के 10 अप्रैल को पोस्टर चस्पा किए जाएंगे.
And not just that, Congress too has echoed it, saying that Rahul Gandhi is a Harvard graduate and Prime Minister is unable to understand what Rahul is actually saying because he is not as educated.
राहुल गांधी जी हार्वर्ड के पढ़े, कैम्ब्रिज के पढ़े, और जब ही तो उनकी बात को नहीं समझ पा रहे, आईआईटी के पढ़े अरविंद केजरीवाल जी भी हैं. तो मोदी जी खुद ही कहा था कि मैं तो पढ़ा लिखा हूँ नहीं, मुश्किल सहायक स्कूल कर लिया हूँ. झूठ बोलने में उनको डर नहीं लगता क्योंकि एजुकेशन नहीं है. ये अनपढ़ या अर्धशिक्षित व्यक्ति ही कर सकता है.
Meanwhile, the BJP has countered the Aam Aadmi Party, saying AAP is rattled by the BJP and people's love for the Prime Minister.
The Aam Aadmi Party's model is shoot and scoot. What is their model? Mr. Kejriwal can make any announcement, can make any promise, but he never sticks to it. In all majority elections, they lose their deposits also. What Mr. Kejriwal and his party have to understand is that people can see the fact that 2 senior colleagues whom he said are his most trusted people, whom he gives certificates to, they are in jail and not getting bail. Why are they not getting bail? So Mr. Kejriwal is stuck with that. Now this is his model. The other model is what? Of Prime Minister Modi. What is Prime Minister Modi's model? Serving the people of India, development being in the center of it, and benefits going to the beneficiaries directly. So these two models are there. So if Mr. Kejriwal and his party believes that they can raise these kind of questions and be blessed by the people of India, let them give their shot again. I'm sure the people will give a befitting reply.
Well, this of course is a call-in show. We want you to call in here on Times Now, and we are going to discuss if an education, if a degree is what really makes a man and his leadership. Those are the numbers there at the bottom of your screens. You can pick up a phone and give us a call at those numbers. Of course, we are also going to get you more reactions which have been coming in. Let's also tell you what exactly Arvind Kejriwal had said last Saturday. Remember, the Chief Minister of Delhi had said that it is unfortunate that the Prime Minister is not literate enough. He's the least educated Prime Minister that the history of India has had. Meanwhile, let me go across to our guests. We are joined today by Vineet Goenka, BJP spokesperson. Also joining us, Akashdeep Muni, a political analyst. Before I come to you, Mr. Goenka, Akashdeep Muni, I'm going to ask you, do you think that a degree alone is going to define a leader? Because I can literally give you a lot of examples about how degree has never defined either success or leadership or even money, for that matter, of a man.
See, this is something we should eschew and avoid saying on national television, that degrees are of no importance. I think academic degrees are very, very important as it defines your credibility in that particular field. And talking about leadership, of course, people take MBA degree when they go for management. That is why our IIMs are famous. Our IITs are famous for technological degrees. If you say that for leadership we don't need a degree, so should we close down all the IIMs, etc., etc. So of course degrees are important, and in a healthy democracy, the opposition has right to question, and the opposition has put a question to the common man that don't you think that the Prime Minister should
Muni,
be
are you aware of the educational status, the qualification of J.J. Lalita? Do you know that she was the Chief Minister and she was only a matriculate pass? M. Karunanidhi, former Chief Minister, 10th pass.
Do you
think that affected their leadership and the way they ruled their states for many, many successive terms and years? Were they unsuccessful?
This is, with all respect to you, ma'am, this is very ludicrous question that you are putting. In this country itself, I'll tell you, wait a minute, listen to me. In this particular country, there have been people who have been vice chancellors of number of universities and of a particular field like journalism, vice chancellor of journalism university without having a degree in journalism. So do we think that that university is that is the mark of excellence, that you don't have a journalism degree but then become a vice chancellor of journalism university? Now, this is not a mark of excellence. Of course, you acknowledge that. That is why giving one such instance or two such instances does not make say.
Well, all I can say is, Vineet Goenka, if I can bring you in, if education mattered, then Rahul Gandhi with his Harvard degree would have been a Prime Minister a long time back.
What a logic you have.
You said it. That degree matters.
No, what a logic you have. It means that
Vineet Goenka, would you like to come in?
Should be the Prime Minister. What are you saying? Degrees are important, but it does not make you the.
I'm very sorry, Akashdeep Muni. You're getting so angry. I don't agree with your elitist mindset. Your elitist view may not have something that you can't force me to agree. You can't force me to agree. I feel with due respect, Akashdeep Muni, anyone from any educational background, any social background has every right in a democracy like India to come up. However, Vineet Goenka, would you like to come in?
Yeah. Ram Ram to you and to Akashdeep ji and the viewers who are watching this particular show. Aam Aadmi Party right now is facing a crisis of credibility. They have been exposed because their Deputy Chief Minister Shishodia is languishing in jail. One of their ministers, Satyendra Jain, is in jail for last many months. Their elected representatives are being convicted in riots or in Hawala or in other cases. One of their MLAs, in fact, has been accused of beating his wife. Now, when they have this crisis, what they're trying to do is to deflect the attention of the common man. I would like to bring back the attention of common man in the case of Delhi Liquor Gate, where they are involved. The accused collaborated, the people who were collaborating with the accused have now come forward and they have named them. Their own people are naming them. Evidences are coming there. So probably that is the reason they are coming out with this poster campaign. We have seen in 2013, Aam Aadmi Party had put posters on Sheila Dikshit, Chidambaram, on Lalu. And these are the people who did U-turn and now they have become advocates of Chidambarams and Lalu Yadavs of the world.
Okay, so you are saying that it's political frustration which is leading to it.
I'll just take 30 seconds.
Okay.
I won't be able to speak in between our thing. They have lost credibility. They have been caught red-handed in liquor. They have been caught red-handed in the Hawala racket. Now, we also have seen one of their representative and the Chief Minister of Punjab struggling to stand straight because he was under the influence of alcohol. Now, when you have this kind of friends, when you have this kind of people in your party, naturally, you would like to deflect, try to demean the entire democracy here.
Okay. However, the Aam Aadmi Party has always said that we place a lot of importance on education. Of course, the Chief Minister himself is from IIT, one of the premier institutions. But does it even matter? What is the education? What is the degree? And can that really define the leader is the question that we are asking our viewers. Several of our viewers are calling in. Mr. Padmanabhan, one of our viewers from Bengaluru is calling us. Go ahead, sir.
Good afternoon, madam. See, basically our New Delhi Chief Minister has totally a confused man. And he has to differentiate between what is education and what is literacy. He may be literate from IIT, but he lacks education. The nationalism, patriotism, the way take people along with you and not doing corruption. It is not the degree that matters. Kamraj, Nadar, as you rightly point out, Jayalalitha, Karunanidhi, we can show umpteen examples But education is not actually literacy with this person actually is talking about.
Okay.
And I can tell you, he's a man of total confusion. He does not know which direction he has to go. He came with a purpose with Anna Hazare, and he has actually completely ditched him with his political ambitions.
Well, thank you so much, Mr. Padmanabhan. That was one of our viewers. And let's go across to another one. There is Mr. Gopinath, who's joining us from Chennai. Go ahead, sir.
Good afternoon. Best Ram Navami wishes to the countrymen. One thing, PM has to have a better qualification that Mr. Modi should know. Integrity, sincerity, and honesty, and nothing else. That is the most required certificate from the people of the country. Let him understand. That's all I can say.
Okay.
God bless you.
Fair enough. Thank you so much, Mr. Gopinath, for calling us. Also, let me go across to Prabhu Raj, who's calling us from Ooty, one of our viewers. Go ahead, Prabhu Raj.
Good afternoon, madam. If one want to become a PM, he has to be a politician. A politician should be a honest one, and a patriot, and a citizen-loving man. And this Kejriwal confused himself between education and wisdom. Education doesn't matter. One has to be, he has to got to wisdom from his education. That's what I want to tell this panelist and the people of India.
Appreciate that. Thank you so much for joining us, sir. Krishna Mohan is also joining us, our viewer from Bengaluru. Go ahead, sir.
Hi, good afternoon. Actually, as rightly mentioned by three other callers before me, Anpadh means uneducated. Education means it's not getting a degree from a university or an institution. And this, just because Mr. Kejriwal is having IRS, he has gone through IRS, that doesn't mean that he is educated. Education means it's not just getting a degree. A person needs to know lot of things about our nation, our culture, our people. These are all parts of education. Because just by getting a degree, no one will get a job. He needs to have the ability to understand things.
Okay.
But I don't understand what kind of jibe they are making against the Honorable Prime Minister of India.
Okay.
I mean,
okay, thank you so much, Mr. Krishna Mohan, for joining us with your views. Another one of our viewers, Ganesh, calling us from Chennai. Go ahead, Ganesh.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Mr. Kejriwal should understand that in Tamil Nadu we had a very great Chief Minister by name Kamaraj, and he was the one who brought Tamil Nadu to great heights and to the development which is happening today. And he was also known to be a person who was drafted to the center also, but because of his humility, he said no, and he just stayed with Tamil Nadu and brought Tamil Nadu to a great height with industrialization and many other programs. So education got nothing to do with being a prime minister or anything.
Okay.
Mr. Kejriwal should understand.
All right. Thank you so much, sir, for joining us with your views. There you have it. These are viewers. Remember, there are viewers who are calling us, and this is their view. This is completely unfiltered view of some of the people calling us. Shrikant, one of our viewers, calling us from Thane. Go ahead, Shrikant.
Hello, I want to ask Mr. Muni one question. There are about 20 crore farmers in India who are not highly educated. And also there are about 30 crore daily wage earners in India who are not highly educated. Does Mr. Muni say that they don't have the right to become PM of India? They should only become voters of Aam Aadmi Party.
Okay.
Hello?
Yes, we can hear you. So these are important questions that our viewers are asking, which is why Akashdeep Muni, I'm just going to remind you, there is nothing wrong in questioning the Prime Minister, in taking on his policies, his views, but to define a man solely by his qualification, that's the limited point. Let me also remind you, since we are talking about the attacks by Aam Aadmi Party, Mr. Akashdeep Muni, you have Amanatullah Khan, his education, he is 12th pass. You have Abdul Rahman, Aam Aadmi Party, Seelampur MLA, he is an 8th pass. He is also there. There are several others such as this that I can list from across political parties. Aam Aadmi Party has also in the past, you will agree with me or not, has found merit in people who may not be very educated but still said you are capable and worthy of becoming a minister.
See, the first thing is that I don't hold an excuse for Aam Aadmi Party. So it is not that I am speaking from Aam Aadmi Party. I am a political analyst. Let me be that first. And second point, you asked me about leadership. Leadership, education is a very important part of leadership. We have Kendriya Vidyalayas in this particular country who have nurtured leaders like anything. We have government institutions like the central universities and state universities who have nurtured future leaders of this particular country. So, of course, education plays a very important part in the leadership. Whosoever agrees or not agrees doesn't matter. You know, my other friend who is sitting on the panel, with all respect to him, he might be very elated listening to the people, but the people who are speaking, they also know that they have sent their children to the school to get educated. They have not sent them, be a farmer and then become a PM. Okay.
Okay.
So
let me. You've made your point, Vineet Goenka. So Akashdeep Muni says that we've all agreed that education is a good thing. We all aspire towards education as high as possible. Then what's wrong in it now?
Can I come in, ma'am?
Yes, Vineet Goenka.
See, primarily, the party, Bharatiya Janata Party, believes in Antyodaya for the delivery of governance and goods. And we have seen that in the last 9 years, more than 8-9 crore women have got toilets, they have got gas, the direct benefit transfer through the Jan Dhan account and the banks have also delivered good to the last man. Probably the popularity, the liking of the Prime Minister is what which is worrying to them. In case they are talking about the multiple languages, posters in multiple languages, I can also speak a few languages and I can use your channel to tell them. In Bengali they say Chore Mai Bodo Gala. That means the thief's mother yells at the top of her voice. In Marathi they say Chora Che Ulta Bomba. People who are thieves, they rather would like to shovel and पर हिंदी में भी तो कहते हैं कि उल्टा चोर कोतवाल को डांटे and empty vessels make a noise of noise. I would like to remind Aam Aadmi Party's representative Akashdeep Muni ji that Kabir also said कोटि पढ़ पढ़ जग भया पंडित भया न कोई ढाई आकर प्रेम का पढ़े सो पंडित होए. You will have to understand the pain of the common man. We saw that there is a pain in the common man. They need toilets, they need gas, they need electricity, they need road. They don't need liquor. You were serving them liquor. You served them liquor beyond hours which are permitted. You served liquor them by getting into the cartel. Now you are trying to deflect the entire attention of the people.
Okay.
All the best to you. And I hope you have been exposed. You have heard all the viewers who have come on the channel. None of them are known to me. I'm sure the channel would have done it independently. You have heard what they felt. And I would yet again request you to go back and tell your party, deliver goods, don't deliver liquor. And one more thing, your infight is exposed. Atishi has been seen going to schools and criticizing Sishodia. Is that education what you call as? We have seen Tahir Hussain killing
Let me come in, Akashdeep Muni is not representing Aam Aadmi Party. He's here as a political analyst. Meanwhile, let's go across to some more of our viewers. Several of our viewers have been calling in and they really want their voices to be heard. So let me bring in, I believe, Dr. Goyal from Delhi is joining us. Go ahead, Dr. Goyal.
नमस्कार.
नमस्कार.
मैं एक ही वाक्य बोलना चाहूंगा. किसी पढ़े लिखे गंवार व्यक्ति से कम पढ़ा लिखा समझदार व्यक्ति कहीं ज्यादा अच्छा होता है. इतना ही काफी है.
जी. Thank you so much for your crisp, brief comment. Shankar, our viewers calling us from Bengaluru as well. Go ahead, Shankar.
Minister, if according to this fellow, who is that Muni or somebody in your channel, if according to him, if he is not educated, then I think it's better that people like Kejriwal, who is more educated, is involved in more scams, creating liquor gate scam and whatnot. But whereas our Prime Minister is a nationalist, clean image, non-corrupt, and he's given a good administration. Muni, people like this fellow Muni should learn from our Prime Minister what to be done, what should be done, and how to live and how to stay in the Indian politics. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you so much. However, let's not get personal about here. This is an open forum where we are having an open debate. It's important to have all kinds of views and they all should be given an equal platform, which is why we have these open shows where we invite even the viewers to come in. However, I'd request no personal attacks, please. Mr. Abha Krishnan is also joining us from Chennai. Go ahead.
Yeah, good evening to all the panelists. My only, hello, can you hear me?
Yes, we can. Go ahead.
What I want to say is that if we go by the logic of Mr. Arvind Kejriwal, then only educated people can become should be suitable for the Prime Minister post and all that. Then first thing I would like to say that Manish Sisodia, to whom he was claiming that the best education minister in the world, is 12th pass, and after that he has done diploma in journalism. He has not done graduation. He is diploma in journalism. First thing. Second, how he can give that Bharat Ratna should be provided to him for his education policy and all that. If the education, he can become the education minister, then the Prime Minister can be not required to be highly educated. Second thing, the very, terrorists like Javeri, then Osama bin Laden, they are well-educated people. So does he mean to say that if you are well-educated, you will not be a criminal, you cannot be a scamster? So as the one person before me,
education cannot define the man. Thank you so much, Abha Singh, for joining, Abha Krishnan for joining us with your views. Kishore is also joining us, our viewer from Bengaluru. Go ahead, Kishore.
Yeah. Good afternoon. I'm just watching the program. There was an Anpadh Chief Minister in Tamil Nadu who was one of the most successful person, one Mr. Kamraj.
Yes.
Who had not even gone to school. And he was one of the most respected and successful chief ministers. The great Mr. What's his name? Kejriwal. He is a highly educated man, not worth the name on the paper in which it is written. And he should be talking about everybody, one thing I read somewhere.
Absolutely. So that's a very important history that you have reminded us. Kamraj, of course, he lost his father when he was very young. He had been enrolled in a school, but he had to drop out of school so that he could help. However, he is known to be one of the biggest, greatest thinkers from the south of India, and also later on the Chief Minister of one of the most important states as well. However, education, or rather the lack of a degree, had never been a barrier to the people like Kamraj. But this has been an interesting debate. Thank you so much, our panelists, for joining us here on the show, Akashdeep Muni as well as Vineet Goenka, and of course, all you viewers for giving us the calls and your views on the story. With that, a short